So I'm not the best at public speaking, which is kind of why I was shying behind the tree there. I'll just hold it. So anyway, you guys kind of know what I do. I'm Brendon from Massachusetts, and so I actually wanted to talk about two different things. I'll just kind of quickly do what I actually do, which is I started a company with a bunch with a few friends a while back. It's actually 3 years ago now. And we do highly customizable prosthetic limbs that grow with the patient. Grow with the patient. If I'm going too fast, please tell me, because I have a tendency to speed up when I'm nervous. But anyway, these prosthetic limbs, they're injection molded, which means that we can actually produce them incredibly fast. It's about 23 seconds for an entire unit to be made, which is rather quick compared to the 2 or 3 days that it takes for a current prosthetic to be made. And I'm sure everyone's heard of 3D printing before, which it's a great technology, it's really cool, but it's being used a lot in the prosthetic field right now, but it's not quite. Essentially, with injection molding, we can do pieces that we can get the cost down to around $20 per entire unit, and that's including shipping and all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, I know you've heard this spiel before. I'm sorry about that. Anyhow, though, I actually also wanted to say something. I was thinking of it when the other guys were up here. So I have a very kind of weird background. I get made fun of it by some of my friends sometimes. I have 2 degrees, one in mechanical engineering and one in history. And the history one is usually kind of weird. Thanks. And I got both passions from my grandfather, who was a mechanical engineer during and after World War II. He was actually a World War II veteran, still is, he's 96. But he and my grandmother run a museum, and I kind of grew up in that, and I really loved old things and restoring old things, especially machinery. And part of the reason I get made fun of is history and mechanical engineering are basically seen as 2 very, very separate worlds when you're in an academic field, because one's a humanities, one's a science, or, well, a hard science, you know what I mean. And I've always really wanted to see something where they try to interlink the 2, because we have a lot of the different innovations and stuff from history. If you look, as I said, my mind goes a little bit faster sometimes than my mouth can, or the opposite. But basically, if you look at a lot of the different things that are in museums, we're actually getting to a point in time where there's more things that need to be restored than there are people to restore them. And some people find it as a hobby, but it's not exactly a career yet. And if you apply the mechanical engineering standpoint of going through and trying to make sure everything is set the way it's supposed to be, you can preserve a lot of things for a lot longer than current methods. And I always wanted to see that as like a degree of some type, or a specialization in the field. I don't know if that'll ever happen. But yeah, I'll stop talking now.